How do men overgive in relationships? Yes, men do overgive. I know it's a common thing that people are like, oh, it's women that overinvest or over function in relationships, but men do it too. And this is one of those things that men don't get enough credit for. But I'm also going to kind of help you stop doing that so you're not hurt. And if you like my stuff, please subscribe and like my channel, please. Thank you. Okay, first, provider overdrive guy. This is the guy that steps in and pays for things very quickly. I know there's a lot of providers out there, and this is part of your value system and who you are, and that is perfectly valid. But you need to be careful with this because sometimes you do attract users. And sometimes this might sound like just paying her rent for a little while until she gets on her feet. Paying for all of the dates constantly, doing extravagant stuff based on what she wants, not what you want. And you start to feel like a wallet rather than a human being. It's important to not do this early because that's what those types of women that use people are looking for. And sometimes deep down you do this because you're afraid she might pick a better option. So you're trying to kind of overcompensate a little bit. Or you feel like you're not enough as yourself. You're only enough with your money, which couldn't be further from the truth. A woman that genuinely loves you will love you for who you are and just being around you, your energy. She'll love that about you, not what you provide. How do you fix this? Keep the dates reasonable. Don't start paying for things too soon. Don't be paying for car repairs 2 weeks into the relationship. Only help when you see stability from her and she does reciprocate in some ways. Like maybe she brings you homemade muffins on the second date or something. And next, the rescue mission type of guy. You tend to attract women that they have a lot of trauma. They've been through this and that. You want to save her because you genuinely care about her. You see her as sweet and kind, and you want to pull her away from those bad situations. She probably has constant drama with family and friends. Or she might say, no one has ever loved me right. All of my exes treated me like crap. And you believe that. Maybe she has mental health issues and she's not addressing them. That's the big one. Not working on it. Not working on getting help and addressing those. You cannot magically fix her issues. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink type of thing. And sometimes you mistake the intensity of the relationship for connection, and that's not actually the case. And you also feel good because you feel needed. And sometimes it can be hard to date a woman that's pretty self-sufficient on her own because you don't feel as needed. But often what happens is these relationships are incredibly draining and they expect to be able to rely on you indefinitely, even when you're broken up or divorced. You have empathy for her issues without jumping in to fix it. That's the resolution for this, is so you're not ending up as a caretaker rather than a partner. Next, the guy that ends up paying just to have peace in his life. You let her constantly nag you, insult you, and guilt trip you. You walk on eggshells, and you apologize just to end the argument because she's starting arguments every 5 minutes. You might constantly cancel your plans with friends or family because she's moody that day. She uses tears or threats or withdrawal to get what she wants. She fully steps into the happy wife, happy life instead of happy spouse, happy house. You become afraid of asserting yourself in the relationship because you don't want to lose her. The reality of these types of relationships is no matter what, she will lose respect for you at some point. If you overgive, she loses respect anyways. But deep down you know if you push it back, she'll cause chaos and drama and there won't be any peace in your life. So you're paying for the peace with your peace in a way. These relationships are incredibly common and very sad. So how do you fix this? Sometimes you just have to leave, but setting boundaries and not apologizing for them. Stating your needs once and then taking action if she doesn't follow through. Don't put up with her threats, meltdowns, or silent treatments. And be prepared to walk and follow through with anything that you promise will happen. For a lot of men, they overgive because they don't want to start over, they don't want confrontation, they don't want rejection, or they don't want to face the truth that she might not be that into him. That's something to keep in mind. So instead of keeping your standards strong, you start making sacrifices early. And that's something to keep in mind so you don't get hurt. For a lot of men, they use overgiving as a way of buying love into their relationship. And this is not always with money. For some men, it's fixing things, it's doing favors, it's tolerating her bad behavior. And it's important to stop and ask yourself, is she reciprocating? Is she stable? Does she take accountability? Does she respect your boundaries? Does she add peace to your life, or does she consume it? Next, create a threshold for yourself of how much you'll give without any reciprocation, or how much you'll give in general without sacrificing your peace. It could sound like, I don't give financial support until commitment. I'm not exclusive until we agree about it. No constant texting early, instead you talk to somebody else in your life. And having no tolerance for disrespect.